All right, let's look quickly at how to bring Revit form into these Dynamo components. So we have now our, move our watch box. I think we can just get rid of our watch box now. And next thing we want to do is actually just create these elements back into surfaces. And we'll do surface by patch, if I spell it right. Oops. Surface by patch. So if we plug in our geometry into this, those become a solid surface, and we can zoom in here to see that those are in fact now solids. So we have a solid surface, so we can direct, can do a direct shape by geometry. By geometry. Plug our geometry in. We need a category. Let me make sure I catch the right one. Yep, and we'll do a generic model with this. Let's let me try to zoom in here a little bit. Let's see if we hit G. Generic models. That's our category. I can see it just tiny over there on the screen. This is still in run mode. So we need a material. So we need to do material by name and a string. So I'll grab the string and material by name. And we'll call this, I use gray. That was a new material I had created. I think it's still in my drawing, and then I'll just carry that through into the material input. And Revit doesn't require us, or Dynamo doesn't require us to actually create the name thing. Now I really hate how this flips back to airing out the geometry back here. I think that's some kind of a glitch. Doesn't make sense that that would be an issue. So let's go ahead now and see what that looks like in Revit. I'm going to close this off. And we now have, we have our forms, but we got all these lines and other things. So let's go ahead and start making things not visible. So we'll just take our previews off of as many things as we can here. Oops. And these are just, well, some of these aren't as significant, but they are the little dots that get all over everything. Whoops. Let's see, do we want those to show? No, we don't. They're going to get visualized back inside of, well, I'm going to turn them off because we're seeing mostly everything now inside of Revit, so we can almost forget about what's happening upstream here. We still have those showing, and that's about it. So let's see now what we got. If we go back over here, we still have all the lines and other surfaces. Let's see what well, are we rendered here? Yes, we are. It could be that it doesn't have my, I don't know why we're still seeing, oh, I know, we've got to render it without lines. That's what's going on. We're seeing the basic Revit geometry here. Let me just get rid of show edges. And then we have the clean panels. And I don't know where we lost. Oh, I know. What we're not doing is we're not pushing the original form through. So let's go back out and correct that. We need to just create a list here. We want to take not only the patch. So I'm going to make a list create. And I'm going to add one other item to it. So we're going to take the surface, feed it in there, and we're going to take the original quad panels and place those in there so they'll all come through, and then we'll push that through in the geometry here. And once again, you can see them appearing here, so that's because this list create has made them visible again. So I'm just going to turn that off, and we'll save this because we've been so successful so far, and we don't want it to crash. And there we have, and the only thing that's showing right now is our conceptual mask, so we could actually go back and turn that off. But in general, now we have our, let's go ahead and turn that, let's go to View, Visibility Graphics, and turn off our mask. All right, so now we have our shape and our panels pulled off. And I probably should have been a little smarter about where I put the original object, offsetting so we're not sitting over the top of the panels. So what's important now for instructional purposes is that you can see here how each one of these panels is generating a little shadow, indicating that it's not laying perfectly flat to the plane. So the next clip is what we'll do is we'll use that quad tool, and we'll recreate the same situation. And that'll happen in, like I said, the next clip.